On December 14th, 2025, the world was stunned by the sudden loss of Rob Reiner, a director whose work shaped the heart of Hollywood. Known for creating films that explored the complexities of human relationships, Reiner's passing left a profound emptiness. His films like Stand By Me, The Princess Bride, and When Harry Met Sally made audiences believe in the power of kindness and the importance of respectful discourse. He was more than a filmmaker. He was a storyteller who believed in the good in people, even when they disagreed. His death at home, in an act of extreme violence, took the world by surprise and raised questions that would linger long after the news had spread. Early life and family influences. Born in 1947 in the Bronx, New York, Rob Reiner's life was shaped by his father, Carl Reiner, a legend of American television. The Reiner household was filled with creative energy, and Rob grew up surrounded by art, humor, and intellectual debates. His father, known for his work as a writer, director, and actor, instilled in him a deep understanding of comedy as a tool for both laughter and thought. Despite this, Rob often felt like an outsider in social circles. He wasn't an athlete or a natural leader, and his relationship with his famous father was complicated by admiration, mixed with the desire to carve out his own path in life. Rob's search for his own path. Growing up in the cultural melting pot of New York, Rob quickly realized that the world of show business was not all glamour. As he moved through his youth, he often observed from the sidelines, developing an interest in human behavior and social dynamics. This observer mentality, coupled with his desire to separate himself from his father's legacy, led him to a career in film. Rob chose to study film at UCLA, not just as a career move, but as a way to address the contradictions and complexities he had grown up with. The contrast between humor and seriousness, between optimism and the harsh realities of the world. The early struggles in Hollywood. Before making his mark behind the camera, Rob Reiner's acting career included brief appearances in TV shows like The Andy Griffith Show and Batman, where he learned to perform while being part of an ensemble. Though he didn't immediately stand out, these early roles taught him valuable lessons in timing, restraint, and the importance of understanding the flow of dialogue. It was in this quiet learning phase that Rob began to develop the tools that would later serve him as a director. In 1967, he was offered a chance to star in a film directed by his father, Enter Laughing, but it was far from an easy debut. The comparison to his father's work was inevitable, and the film didn't gain significant commercial success. Breaking into directing. This is Spinal Tap. Rob's decision to shift from acting to directing was a bold and risky one. Many in Hollywood were skeptical, but Reiner's determination to tell stories his way led him to co-found Castle Rock Entertainment. His first major directorial effort, This Is Spinal Tap, 1984, was a gamble. The mockumentary was unconventional and unstructured, relying heavily on improvisation. At the time of release, it didn't do well at the box office, but over time, it gained a cult following. It helped shape the mockumentary genre and proved that Rob was willing to take risks, even when success wasn't guaranteed. The film's impact on comedy, particularly in the way it blurred the lines between fiction and reality, solidified Rob as a director with an unconventional voice. When Harry Met Sally, redefining romantic comedy. In 1989, Rob Reiner's When Harry Met Sally redefined the romantic comedy genre. The film, which explored the question of whether men and women can truly be friends, was a sophisticated, witty exploration of relationships and love. Reiner's precision with pacing and dialogue brought out the best in his cast, especially Billy Crystal and Meg Ryan. The film's success came not just from its humor, but also from its emotional honesty, especially in scenes like the iconic fake orgasm moment. Reiner's decision to keep that scene in the film was a reflection of his commitment to truth in storytelling, showing that even in comedy, there's room for vulnerability and real emotion, pushing boundaries, misery, and the darker side of Reiner's vision. By 1990, Rob Reiner took a sharp turn with Misery, a psychological thriller adapted from Stephen King's novel. This film was a departure from his earlier works, showcasing his range as a director. Misery was intense, claustrophobic, and deeply unsettling. It was a masterclass in tension and restraint, proving that Reiner could create suspense as effectively as he could evoke laughter or tears. The film's success further solidified Reiner's status as a versatile director, capable of working in multiple genres while maintaining a unique cinematic voice. A director who balanced commercial and critical success. Throughout the 1990s, Rob Reiner continued to make films that balanced commercial appeal with critical depth. He demonstrated an ability to work in various genres, from comedy to drama to suspense, always keeping the human element at the center of his storytelling. His films, like A Few Good Men, 1992, explored the moral dilemmas of power and conscience, showcasing his talent for tackling complex themes with clarity and precision. He had a gift for creating characters who were deeply flawed yet profoundly human, making audiences question the nature of right and wrong in a world that often seemed gray. Final reflections. Rob Reiner's legacy. Rob Reiner's impact on Hollywood and American culture is immeasurable. He created films that were not only commercially successful, but also deeply influential, shaping how stories could be told and how humor and drama could coexist. He was a director who believed in kindness, in the power of dialogue, and in the humanity of every person, no matter their flaws. His untimely death was a tragic ending to a life marked by artistic courage, a passion for storytelling, and a deep commitment to making the world a better place through film. While Rob Reiner is no longer with us, his films will continue to resonate with generations of audiences who find comfort in the stories he told.